Hi, Rolf Snobeck here, and thanks for joining me again this week. So I'd like to think of this video as an old-fashioned public service announcement, a PSA like they used to have back in the day. A number of weeks ago, I had an appointment with a building owner, and as I pulled up to the building, it was raining, but on the side of the building, at the Overflow Scuppers up at the roof line, I saw water coming out of them. It looked like waterfalls coming off the side of the building. That ended up in a very interesting conversation with the owner. So here's the reason why. He was unaware that his primary drainage system was blocked, and that's the reason there was water coming out of those overflow scuppers. So he was extremely worried to find out that there's a potential for structural collapse if too much water backs up on the roof and can't drain off. Number two, he's frustrated. He has maintenance personnel on the payroll that he's paying to keep the roof clean to make sure the drains don't get clogged. And number three, he's worried because if the water is staying on the roof and not running off, it has a potential of shortening the roof life, and he'll have an off-budget expense that he hadn't figured out. So what I wanted to talk to you about briefly today is how the primary and overflow drainage systems work. So as a building owner, it gives you something to watch out for. So the way most modern buildings are designed is that there's positive slope to a low point, which is where the primary drains are. The water can then flow through the downspout into the storm sewer. It goes away. There's an overflow drain or an overflow scupper, typically 2 inches, approximately 2 inches over the low point. The reason it's set there is that they don't want the water to get deeper than that before it goes into the overflow drain or through the overflow scupper. So on our other scenario here, same layout, but if let's just say the primary drain is blocked, as you get a couple inches of water, it either goes through the overflow drain, runs down a separate pipe and dumps onto the ground outside the building, or goes through the overflow scupper, which is what I saw when I pulled up to the building. The reason they're designed this way by code is that the overflows always spill out onto the outside of the building. It's done that way so that as a building owner, you have a visual cue that there's something wrong. So if you have an overflow scupper or an overflow drainage pipe just above grade level and you see water coming out of it, there's a problem. So if you'd like to know more about this, or if you'd be interested in learning about preventive maintenance programs to keep this type of thing from happening, reach out to me. My contact information's in this post. In the meantime, have a safe week, and don't forget to follow me here on LinkedIn at #RolfTheRoofingGuy. Thanks.